Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. I will be uploading this video on Saturday, and basically this video is how to work faster, say no to distractions. Is anyone with me? So let's get started. I know that I get distracted extremely easily, and the reason why, mostly I have to be honest, is number one, the phone. That would be one big thing. Number two, looking at internet or going, not that YouTube isn't fabulous, I love YouTube, or when I'm trying to work on a task, having YouTube playing in the background, something of that nature. So this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how to get a task done faster. First of all though, why does it take so long to do a task? The main reason I feel is that we're giving ourselves too long to complete it. If we give ourselves a shorter deadline and we have to complete that task, we will be able to do it faster, because it's almost like we're competing against ourselves to get that task done. I've been doing this for a little while, and I'm actually bringing Power Hour back into my life because I was getting out of the habit, and I will do another video on that later when I'm developing it a little bit better and let you know how it's working and how much I'm actually accomplishing in that hour of undistracted time. So basically, when we have a task, let's say it's writing a will, that's perfect. We were taking years to do it, and the reason why is I would let other tasks interfere. And so how I combated that was I got it on the calendar, we turned off the phones for several hours, and we sat down and we did it from like 1 to 3 o'clock. It worked. Now we need to get those notarized. So guess what I needed to do? I put it down on the calendar when we're going to go get those notarized and have a time and a date when we're going to do that. So how do we actually work faster? I wrote down some tips to help with this. Number one, get the task on a calendar, whatever it is. And it could be anything. So let's just say you have to do your taxes, okay? You do your own taxes, and they're due by October 15th. I know they're supposed to be due in April, but some people pay taxes quarterly. And you're like, oh, I got to get these receipts together, and oh, well, guess what? When the phone rings, or you're looking online, or you're watching this program, and you've got things coming at you, guess you just keep putting it off and putting it off. So get it on the calendar. That's number one. Number two, cut off all distractions when it's the day of doing that task. And don't let anything distract you. Turn off any social media, phone, anything. And number three, set a time limit. Now taxes, it may take a little bit longer, but just even set a 2-hour timer and say, for these 2 hours or this 1 hour, I'm going to concentrate on this, and unless the house blows down, nothing is going to distract me from doing this task. I did this yesterday on a few things I wanted, and I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't have any music playing. I just did the task and honed in on it, and I was amazed at what I could get done in such a short period of time. Because a lot of times it takes me so long to do things because I'm allowing all these outside influences to influence me. I don't know if any of you struggle with this. I know I've talked about this subject before, but because it affects my life so much, I was hoping that some of you might be able to relate to this, and some of these tips and this information I'm giving you could be helpful to you, because I feel like it will. Basically, I wrote this down. The longer we take to complete something, the bigger task it becomes. That's the whole bottom line to this. So the more we put it off, the bigger that task seems to be. When in essence, it may not even take us that long if we're not distracted and we just bear down and do it. So I want to know what you guys think of this subject. What tips do you have? How do you combat distractions? The only way I know to combat them is to basically turn off phones and make sure I don't have any kind of music or computer playing in the background. Write down a list and just work, and just put a timer on and just work during that time. And then when the timer's off, see what I've accomplished. I'd love to hear from you guys on this topic, because I feel like it's very important, because we want to be more productive. Thank you everybody for listening to this, and I love you very much. Bye-bye.